All right, we continue our exploration of various three-color mid-range decks from the set championship this past weekend with some Naya mid-range, another Voltage Surge, Fable of the Mirror Breaker deck, just good 4s and 5s and a cheeky 6 up the curve. Wedding Announcement, fantastic card, good 2-drops, an Aspirant, and Gala Greeters. Gala Greeters into Wedding Announcement especially seems very good. Just get to pump up the jam consistently for a few turns in a row. So let's go ahead and pop on into some matches with this and see how Naya feels this morning. Sutters, thank you for the 33 months. Welcome back. Love the greed in these deck lists with Legion Angel. You will note that the one change I made to this deck list from... Or sorry, I made 2 changes. I made the Legion Angel split 2-2 instead of 1-3. And I made the Legion Angel split 2-2, and I put a second Valorous Stance in. Well, not only are the Fables an important thing to note for this deck exit sad, but the access to Voltage Surge I think is really relevant as well. Just got some baddies in the bin here. We are discarding these 2, I think. Just bump up the jam here. They are 2 turns off of getting to invoke a thing back if they have access to that. Next turn we do have 6 mana, so we could dash the Workshop Warchief if we wanted to, which honestly we might want to. Our opponent's in the tank here, so hopefully that means they don't have depopulate. Obviously, it's Magic Arena and people frequently tank and then make their best play, but that's the one we're looking to dodge here for sure is the sweeper. Okay, piece of spot removal would imply that they're not about to sweep us. Is pretty dead to an invoke next turn, right? I guess we could draw our main deck copy of Stance, but otherwise likely hosed. Annie? perhaps I should have blitzed this because of, gained so much life too. I reached out to the influencer manager from Marvel Snap that sent me a sign-up link asking if they knew when more invites are going out, and I haven't heard back from them. I'm supposed to throw away a creature there to get extra draw with this. Yeah, I'm probably just instead of going wide. I just can't go wide around this, right? This is probably me giving myself all the draws possible to find removal. I just have another invoke, so it probably doesn't matter. Thanks for the Prime Bread Boxer. Brutal Cathar is fine, even if they kill it, it at least resets the counters off whatever they did. Yeah, Marvel Snap, the beta right now is just for Android, but it will be on PC, and I don't know if it's going to be Steam. It'll be on PC. I don't think they've announced the distribution platform. It'll be on PC, though, and it'll also be on iOS. Outside of sponsored opportunities, I am not likely to dip back into Runeterra. Unfortunately, there's just not content growth there. Does Archon stop the Lorehold cast on attack? The turn it comes into play, it stops it, but that also seems kind of narrow. Yeah, I spent a lot of months and a lot of hours trying to build up Runeterra content. There's just not growth opportunity there. The people that watch content for that game, seem to have the creators that they watch, and they don't really dip into other audiences. Obviously, some small exceptions, but by and large, the people that have large audiences don't seem to look around when those larger creators aren't online. Yeah, I agree with that too, Patches. Runeterra moving into the single-player space doesn't help content metrics, but I think it's a smart move for them, but it's definitely makes it worse for someone like me for perspective content. Murky, thank you for the 28 months. Welcome back. I'm interested to see if either Marvel Snap or the upcoming Pokemon TCG Live can make inroads into the competitive content market. It's definitely not easy to break into. So this hand doesn't have a second white for Emperor yet, but it's got double Aspirant wedding announcement. It's got a solid curve on the play, so let's do it. Yeah, the Pokemon client seems to be caught in limbo as they're waiting for their client to get their stuff together. Well, so if the strength of the IP alone was enough, their existing client probably would have pushed them over the top, right? There's definitely something to be said for your client being accessible and reasonable. Like, to put it bluntly, card acquisition on their current client is like a disaster. It also doesn't have native mobile support. So we'll see. Double Sting and Sear is very good. I mean, Magic Arena is definitely successful fanatic of Mara. Like, Wizards makes giant piles of money with this application. Do I want to split up my counters? I think I probably want to draw cards, right? I think I want to split up my my power and toughness here across multiple bodies. Well, their new client is a retool from the ground up. Think like the jump from Magic Online to Magic Arena. They did completely restart. Yep. Yep. They got to ramp into their wrath. Oof. Yeah, I heard someone complain about the Pokemon client not releasing it, and I was like, I had the exact opposite response. I'd much rather they like wait to release the client and have it be good rather than have a Magic Arena happen. Okay. I guess I should probably just kill this, huh? I drew the land and got excited. No, wait, are they dead? They're close to it, right? No, they're forced. No, this is good. They're forced to chump block, right? Because this is 5/5. If they block here, yeah, you know, this is good. I lied. This line is right. I just didn't stop and think through my two lines like I should have, but if we thought through it, we'd have concluded this was the ideal one. What are they cheating into play? They're casting the Angel spell that makes 2 4/4s, and they're like Angel firing to gain infinite life. That's the TLDR. We can also see something like Doomscar here. No, they don't take extra turns, so like they're not gonna full combo us here. So we should have the ability to attack on the backswing. Yeah, hopefully they're dead. This is standard. Aldrin's Epiphany is banned in this format. I don't think they play a double strike spell. Their goal is kind of to have like a bunch of cards that are good even when they're not comboing. Maybe we should be on Archon of Emeria. At least a couple. Let's cut our top end and bring in the Archons. Yeah, the opponent's archetype, like, isn't a super established deck, so there's definitely room for a lot of people to play a lot of different tech cards. So if we did get double striked, I wouldn't be super surprised by it, but that's not one I've seen personally yet. Supposed to mulligan the triple Chariot hands. I think I'm just wedding announcement. It's close though. There could be merit to using the Broken Wings to kill the Fable. They could technically bring back a Velomachus this turn, right? Wouldn't get to attack though, obviously. I'm not convinced that the Thrag Tusken Home or whatever you want to call it, Warchief is very good. Feels like that kind of incremental value is kind of outclassed / a thing of the past in modern Magic design. Magic games tend to be relatively fast and brutal these days. They're won by miles, not by inches. Supposed to trade there. God. Oh, maybe I'm just supposed to Broken Wings, the Reflection. I don't know. I want to get rid of the Sanctuary Warden here. I just have it all. Doesn't matter. Feel like I'm gonna give Standard 2 more chances. We're gonna play a full set with this Naya deck today, And then I want to try and tune up the 4-color vehicles deck we had played before this expansion release. But if I'm being completely honest, Standard has felt aggressively medium these last couple of days. Explorer's been reasonable. There's a lot of decks to poke at there, so if Standard continues to be kind of mid, we'll focus on the other format. Maybe they'll actually give us balance changes in Alchemy, Copium. When I say actually give us balance changes, I mean balance changes that are meaningful and impactful, not just like giving random cards +1 toughness, chat. Just for what it's worth. Is there a meaningful difference right now between Alchemy and Standard? Yeah. The types of black cards that you die to in Alchemy are slightly different. This is where the magic happens, champ. Right here, live and in Technicolor. Right, and then we just don't have anything better to do, so just play another one of these. Maybe the wedding festivities shall be good enough. See, chat? Magic Arena just knew we didn't need more than 3 spells. The Magic Arena Shuffler would never give us a challenge it didn't think we were ready to confront. It just believed in me more than I believed in me. Definitely bringing in the Skyclaves and the Cathars. Trimming. I think it's probably supposed to be some of the top end, right? Would I rather have Fable of the Mirror Breaker or Wedding Announcement here? Probably Wedding Announcement, right? I think this is a Valorous Stance matchup. They occasionally have bigger things. I guess there's the 3-drop X4, right? Is pretty good. Maybe I want like one of these. I probably don't ever want to draw the second, but the first one's probably fine in a lot of spots. For a white mana in that hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Solid curve. On the play good, chat. Let me know what you think. curious in people's feelings. Okay, I think we just get rid of their aspirant here. Because even if we get ours back, theirs will just always be larger. Oof. I don't know that we're just in yet. Been working our way to it, maybe. Oh, this thing tramples. Alright, fine. I accept your premise. The notoriously red-white keyword, trample. I think Valorous, to seeing they have other things that put 1/1 counters on things, I think both stances sound good here now. They also have a play with fire here. That's brutal. Alright, missed our third land drop too. Yikes, just dead. Cook. Play a Banisher Priest and then we concede. Not dead yet. Last card didn't kill us, but also, yikes. Watch draws that are lethal here. Alright. No 1-mana red spell. Chat. This was an exile. This was an exile. This was an exile. I think I'm just supposed to play a 2-2 here. The 1 punish for attacking. They're gonna cast Aspirant. This will be a 5/5 with trample. Sad. Sometimes your aggro opponent's last 2 cards are 4th land showdown, and you brick on your 5th land. Oh, I could have sacked the Chariot to Voltage Surge. That's a good shout. Yeah, I missed that. Good call. Voltage Surge sacrifices treasures in my brain. That's a bad shortcut. I appreciate the call out. Mr. Lifeguard, thanks for the 51. Welcome back. It is a forever, basically. Got a shock in their hand here. Way to deal damage to a creature. That's a great draw. Means I can surge this and then drop another wedding announcement. Nice, Garlic. Do you have, like, this into the weekend off, or do they give you today off so you could work over the weekend? The voltage surges shall continue until morale improves. Do I even want to attack, though? It honestly might be right to just Legion Angel here so I can get the 2 1/1s, because having a bunch of 1/1s while I go wide sounds great. Nice, Garlic. I have a sweeper, I'm sad, but if they don't have a sweeper, this ends the game very quickly. Very quickly, apparently. Yeah. I assume Broken Wings is good here. At the minimum, it kills their Fables, but I assume they have Goldspan Dragons as well. Yeah, my wife's company has a PTO cap. Like, you have a maximum that you could use, but, like, they don't have, like, set days that expire at a certain time. You can just only accrue up to a certain maximum, and then you gotta spend it down before you can earn more. Nice, Beck. Now, chat. It's not that I don't have any PTO. It's almost like I have inverse PTO because there's that crushing anxiety as a streamer where if you take more than a day or two off, will the Prime subs that you had end up being spent somewhere else because someone happened to be watching someone else on those days instead of you like they usually do? Paid subs usually stay relatively consistent. You're not gone for forever. What on earth is Prime? Well, you actually have the Prime icon there next to your name, Garlic. So FYI, every single month, because you have your 2 accounts linked there and you pay for Amazon Prime, you actually get a completely free sub on Twitch. So you can just like click on the subscribe button on someone's channel and there's a free sub option, and then Twitch pays them because you have Amazon Prime and Twitch is owned by Amazon. So if you don't currently use that, Garlic, you have to remember to use it every month. It doesn't renew automatically. But if there's any other content creators you'd watch on occasion. Oh, you know? Good. Okay, good. God bless. Some people don't know. It's like free money. And by free money, I mean it's Jeff Bezos' money, so spending his money is much better than even free money. Chat, the reason why Prime subs don't auto-renew is because everyone with a brain would get all of their real-life friends that have Amazon Prime but never ever watch Twitch to set their Primes up to auto-renew to their channel. Agent 23, you've been super generous here the last few months. Thanks for the sub-gifties. Good morning, good morning. I think we announcement this turn just for curve efficiency. I'm leaving this back so they don't have a free attack. Obviously, if they have like a deal 3 here, I'm sad, but I think the upside here is good. Yeah, exactly. The short delay in between when it expires when you can renew it's annoying. I fully understand why they don't let it auto-renew. Gonna stack up some aspirant counters here. Yeah, Explorer right now feels like Historic before Wizards messed up Historic with Modern Horizons cards. It's so good having a non-rotating format that's just like, not tainted by cards they thought should exist in only non-rotating formats. They've definitely iterated through things on their site to make it less clear that you have a free sub. Like the button to use your Amazon Prime sub has gotten more and more hidden every time Twitch does an interface update. Which, it really makes me wonder, like, what long term, where will that feature end up going? So for anybody that struggled to find it, you have to click on the arrow next to the subscribe button, and then in the drop down, there's a free sub option at the very bottom. Because I know there's a lot of people who like... There's a lot of people who like the current modern format. I might even be incentivized to try it if it didn't require me to purchase $2,000 worth of Magic Online cards and also play Magic Online. Oh, I fully expect there to be a Pioneer Horizon set at some point in the next 2 to 3 years. Guys, gals, and non-binary pals, we got him. Ha! Got him!
I have got new moves to teach you.
No, Historic is literally the same format it's been for like a year or more now. Oh, you're talking about Modern. I don't actually know. Yeah, if I could play Modern on Arena, it'd probably be something we'd play. Agree. Can you make a Prime channel and subscribe to yourself to get your Prime cost back partially? So you have to hit affiliate status in order to have a subscribe button on your channel on Twitch. You don't just get a subscribe option to your channel because your account exists. Oh yeah, Historic's one of the last formats Luris is legal in. Historic and Legacy. I'm making 3/3s, chat.
We must protect the people.
Yes, also true. And even if you become an affiliate, you need $100 in income on Twitch in order to cash it out. Hey, we beat blue-red cards. Felt very reasonable. I'm surprised we overcame the burn down the house there. They cleaned out a lot of our board with it. I think the biggest mind-boggling thing to me about Luris's design is they knew with Kruga that the restriction had to be any spell, but with Luris, the restriction was only permanent. I don't understand how Kruga and Luris come out of the same design team in the same set. Like, why are those restrictions so different? we just start building this up to match? What interesting and engaging games of Magic the Gathering, where my opponent and I have a back and forth and the better player wins. Definitely want Skyclave here. I don't think I want Broken Wings, even against their wedding announcements. Just kind of go toe-to-toe with it. I mean, that game of Magic we just played isn't the fault of Standard remotely, chat. That's just like how Magic the Gathering is as a game. Just a bunch of games where one player doesn't do anything and dies because of resource variance. Stack up treasure tokens here. Unfortunately, this has Ward 1, so I could not play an untapped landed Voltage Surge Sacrifice to kill their 1/4. They discard a spell here. This thing gets out of range. Yeah. Smart on their part. I want Stance to Raffine. Yeah, maybe. Can see that. Oh my gosh, they play Spell Pierce. Why is Spell Pierce in post-board against me? Just explicitly because of Chariot? I guess. I should have played the Warchief to play around that. Search the Aspirant here before it gets value. Means I can't play Warden next turn, but I can play Warchief, which I think is fine. How's Standard feeling? Kind of medium minus. I'm trying a bunch of decks from the set championship, but none of them have felt particularly interesting. Definitely preferring Explorer as my format of choice still. I think we're gonna finish this week out trying different standard things, but if we don't find something that really clicks before the end of the week, we'll probably go back to focusing on just Explorer. Been doing one standard and one Explorer deck every day. Alright, so they're gonna have 3 2/2s here on defense now. See, chat, people in my chat keep calling this card Thragtusk. If that card was Thragtusk, I would have gotten a token there. Definitely conceding to Disdainful Stroke here. Gala Greeters has felt aggressively medium in this deck.
Run away. You'll be guards. To me.
They don't have another counter spell. Wandering Emperor. Let's us clean up this problem.
Envy the strong. And I, the generous will. Keep watch for intruders.
So, we talked about this yesterday. The watching without audio tag that Twitch added is something that you can optionally enable on your thing in chat. It doesn't actually auto-detect whether or not you're watching with audio. Maybe I should have, maybe I should have held the Emeria there.
Again.
Yeah, I should have, because I could have played this out, and then we could have made treasures to cast this next turn. Yes, that block is good for us. For sure.
Remember your training.
I'm dead if I take this, right? Sad.
My will cannot be denied. It's all aren't I generous? We've got the edge in this fight. You're going to rest in pieces.
We're dead, right? Even if I... Well, that block is great for us. Are we still dead? I can go up to... I can get 3 more blockers. And I can go up to... 3 more blockers and I go up to 8. I'm taking 9. Yeah. They definitely should not have been blocking like they've been blocking that game. Made a lot of blocks that were very good for us. I don't know if I want Stance. Morphine's like kind of annoying, but like I also just like don't have any cards I really want to cut. One person having wedding party and the other not. Seems like a big difference maker in these games. Turns out having your whole team be anthemed is really good. Who knew? Hey, Jin. Thanks for sticking around. I appreciate the 62 months. Morning, good morning. Oof. We were hoping for that Dorko to make some treasures for us, Chip. You only need to draw a white source. All of these other mid-range decks we've played have felt just atrocious into this Esper deck that's super popular. It just feels like this is very similar to like when we played the Grixis deck the other day. It's just like, our deck is just like a worse version of what this Esper deck is doing. It's like, have a bunch of similar elements, but they get to play the combination of all the better cards and we don't. Yeah, just did here. Zendikar is the first set in Standard, the oldest set. Rotation happens in the fall. Yeah, next set is rotation. 4 oldest sets will fall off. This website always has the standard rotation cycle on it, for those that are wondering. What's in standard.com? Pickup. When does Eldraine leave Standard? Well, when does Eldraine leave Historic, I think is the better question. Will there ever be a point in time where I don't have to watch cats be shoved into ovens, chat? Only discarding the mountain. Runtime, thanks for the 28 months. Good morning, good morning.
Battle. Let your blade do the talking.
I really dislike the type of discussion that goes on around things like, did they even test this set? I think that type of attitude is super toxic and not helpful in the slightest. Game design is very complicated. There's lots of variables that change at lots of different points, and expecting perfection is unreasonable. Now, what is reasonable, however, is expecting them, once they see problems have been created and exist, the thing Wizards doesn't do that they should be doing that is worth criticizing is the reaction times. Why are we still waiting for Meathook Massacre to be nerfed? Why is Cat Oven still legal in every format on Magic Arena? It's fine and expected for them to miss on occasion. In fact, I would argue if they don't miss on designs that are too powerful on occasion, the game would be worse, because if they're not missing, they're not innovating and really trying new things. And I want innovation. I want them to try new things. I want them to have the freedom to do that. But I also just want them to really say, hey, we fucked up here. We're going to fix it now. The problem isn't that there are problems. The problem is that there are problems that are clear, and then they just like sit on their hands for forever and don't actually do anything about it. Mr. Bips, how long is 29 months in pandemic years? I believe it's about half a year. Zil Valley, speaking of the 29, welcome back, pandemic subs. There's a right way and a wrong way to criticize what they do and how they manage their formats, and simply saying, hey, do they even test these? Just not true, toxic, not reasonable. Yes, that too. They explicitly said they knew they were cranking up the power level on Eldraine as a set. Volper, thanks for the 3 years. Welcome back. Yeah, the historic... And most of Magic's formats ban lists are super asinine. You can... And this is... There's literally been a decade that I've been giving the same fucking speech, and they can't fix their stuff and do better. Wizards' constant failure to refuse to go back and reevaluate cards that they had banned previously that are subsequently now okay because the power level of format increased is insane. There are cards on literally every ban list in every format of Magic the Gathering where it's like, why are these cards still banned? When you banned these cards, the format looked drastically different, and these cards probably aren't even playable in some instances now.
I won't let Kamigawa fail my faith.
In fact, chat, you want something of a hot take? I would argue Oko's design is actually really good. I think Oko's design is sweet. The things that Planeswalker is capable of doing and the choices that it makes and the board states that it generates, I love it. Are the numbers completely wrong and off on that card? It's too powerful? Certainly. Certainly the numbers are bad. Which also goes back to Wizards' refusal to reassess their ban lists. Historic is a format that no longer has bans in it. Why isn't Oko legal in Historic, chat? Change his fucking numbers and make him legal. It's been, how long have we, like, Alchemy's been out for, what, over half a year at this point? And we still haven't fixed cards on the Historic ban list? Like, we're rebalancing stuff, just do it.
Now this is a juicy secret.
Chat, nerfed bolt has always been legal in Historic. It's called Lightning Strike. Oh, I probably should have just Broken Wings there. Use my mana. Shock. Shock and Lightning Strike are nerfed. What's it called? And when I talk about there shouldn't be a ban list and you should nerf the things in the ban list, I'm talking about cards like Oko, not cards like Lightning Bolt that very clearly have already had designs that are nerfed versions of them printed in paper. That's the nuance in this discussion, chat. Take this trade. I definitely messed up not killing this last turn with Broken Wings. Swords to Plowshares would be okay in Historic. All right, I'm going to give the person that hasn't played Legacy a timeout. I'm just going to get buried by this Fable. Not casting that Broken Wings. I'm gonna blame that one on chat. I also didn't realize what deck they were playing. They conceded game one kind of early. I'm gonna bring these Voltage Surges back in. Stance is actually probably pretty mediocre here too. No, Path to Exile is not Pioneer legal. With this draw, I'm just gonna play around Spell Pierce here. Spread these out a little bit. I actually agree that the point that Historic has gotten to now, I think Lightning Bolt would be fine. I think there would be red decks in Historic that probably wouldn't play Bolt because they'd rather have Unholy Heat. Bolt's not worse Unholy Heat. Bolt is just more aggressive, right? It's different. Bolt being legal helps aggro more than control. Red control would rather play on Holy Heat or Lightning Helix than Bolt. I'm gonna chill on the Tamiyo Safekeeping here. I don't know what a GG is. Goblin Guide, probably fine. I think honest aggressive decks need a lot of help in a store currently. That's because you play... I don't know what a GG is. That's because you play Magic. Oof. Oof. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Lakar. When I saw the GG acronym, I thought Gaming Gladiators. I'm gonna keep this, just assuming they're doing something mid-rangey. This hand's obviously very bad into aggro, but there's not a lot of aggro in this format. So do we make a Cadillac of our own, or do we Wandering Emperor this turn? I think it's just Cadillac of our own. They keep getting priority here, but they have a shock.
Overconfident. You're just an... I have got new moves to teach you.
They have an active Kiki Jiki. And they don't have a removal spell though. We could have a Workshop Warchief plus active Kiki Jiki. What's going on, Thought Knots? Thanks for hanging out for 58 months. Welcome back. We're gonna take 8 here, down to 12.
Years of training for this.
Their last card's a removal spell. Ugh. Skyclave matchup? Maybe it is. Gala Greeters felt pretty medium against these other creature decks. Yeah, he got ready to swap over to Explorer. I don't remember the command that I made. Damn it, Past Jeff. Playing 2-mana 1/1s in a format where everybody's playing 4 shocks feels fucking atrocious. Missing our third land is also something we've done a lot this set that feels atrocious, but having all of our 2-drops get tempoed into the ground has not felt good.
The energy of battle, then guide it like water. We must protect the people. Let your blade do the talking.
Trade off for one of these.
Back to wandering.
Yeah, maybe if we could hit a land. Alright, I'm off this deck. This definitely felt like the worst of the decks that we've played from the Pro Tour top 8. Similar to Grixis in a lot of ways, where what we were doing felt just like a worse version of a lot of what the other decks in the format were doing. We had like overlap. We have a lot of card overlap with the established good decks, but they get to play just a better collection of good cards, like Esper specifically. The one big thing that stands out in my mind is how bad playing all of these 2-mana 1/1s felt into a format where everyone was playing 4 Voltage Surge. So definitely felt like a big miss to me on that one.